So in this worksheet 7, it says first there is a background knowledge. Let's read it together. Some materials, such as metal, feel cold when you touch them because they take heat away from your hand. When heat is taken away from you, you feel cooler. These materials are said to be good thermal conductors, and they are able to conduct heat. Other materials, such as wood, do not feel cold to the touch. They do not take heat away from your hand. These materials are thermal insulators. They are poor conductors of heat. Now, there is a science activity that some children did. 5 spoons made of different materials were placed in a bowl. 5 people each held a spoon while hot water was poured into the bowl. When a spoon became too hot to hold, the holder let go and said, "Now." Here are the results. So those are a bunch of people who are trying this experiment. They put different spoons with different materials inside a bowl that has hot water inside it. And each one of those 5 people touched the spoon, one of the spoons. And once they felt the heat, they have to let it go and say now so that they can record how long did it take them until they felt the heat coming through the spoon. So the 5 types of spoons are plastic spoon, steel spoon, wooden spoon, porcelain spoon, and aluminum yodel. Now let's first find let's sorry see how each one of them, how long did it take it to conduct the heat. So the first one, the plastic spoon, uh, they did not say now, so till the end of the experiment, they did not feel the heat coming. Whoever the person who was holding this spoon did not feel the heat coming through his hand. The second is the steel spoon. It took it only 15 seconds for the person who is holding the spoon to feel the heat. Wooden spoon, they did not say now also. Porcelain spoon, the same thing, they did not say now. And finally, the aluminum yodel, 30 seconds until the person who is holding this spoon or this yodel felt the heat. So the question is, which spoon is the best thermal conductor? If we look at the results, you will find that 3 of the spoons, the porcelain spoon, the wooden spoon, and the plastic spoon, the people who were holding them did not say now. So this means that they did not feel the heat. So the main comparison is between the steel spoon and the aluminum yodel. The steel spoon took um, only 15 seconds to conduct the heat, while the aluminum yodel took 30 seconds. So this means that the least time was the steel spoon. So this means that the steel spoon conducts heat faster than any of the other spoons. So the answer is the steel spoon. And why? Because it took it the least time to conduct heat.
Next is worksheet number 9, page 55. Some children want to find out which material keeps a drink hottest. They fill 3 cups with hot water. They have a metal cup, a polystyrene cup, and plastic cup. Polystyrene is a type of materials or type of chemical that is very much like plastic, but it's much denser. So now let's continue. They leave all the cups in the same place to cool. What else must the children keep the same for their test to be fair? So they kept all of the cups in the same place, because if we put each cup in a different place with a different temperature, this will not make our test fair, because if you put one of the cups in a cold place, it will cool down faster, and if you put another one in a hot place, it will cool down slower. So we have to make sure that our test is fair, so we put all of the cups in the same place at the same time. Now there are several other things that we should take in consideration while doing this experiment. Let's find out. They want us to tick two boxes of those statements. The first one, the size of each cup, we have to keep it the same. The material used to make the cups, do we have to make this the same? The final temperature of the water, and the volume of hot water in each cup. So let's break down each one of them. The size of each cup, yes, of course, this will affect our test, because if you put the water in a larger bowl, this will make it cool down more easily, because this way there is too much surface, or the water um, uh, uh, um, is distributed more, making lots of surface, or you will make its surface area larger, and that will make it cool down easy. So of course the size of each cup will affect the results, so we have to make all the cups the same size. The second is the material used to make the cups. That doesn't make sense. If we changed, or if we kept the materials the same, then what are we comparing? We are supposed to be comparing the materials, which one is the best at insulating heat. So this is not one of the options. The third one is the final temperature of the water. This is something that you cannot control. This is the outcome or the result of your experiment. So this is something that you cannot control. So this too is not applicable. The last one is the volume of hot water in each cup, and this makes sense, because if I added a little amount of water in this cup and a large amount of water in this cup will cool down faster than this one, because there is not too much water here to be cooled down, while here there is a lot of water or a lot of hot drink that will take too much time to cool down. So the second thing that we will keep the same in this experiment is the volume of the hot water in each cup. The last question is, they measured the temperature again after 20 minutes. In their test, the polystyrene cup keeps the water hottest. Write metal, polystyrene, and plastic in the correct order in the boxes below to show how well each insulates heat. So they told us that the polystyrene kept the water the hottest. So this will make us put the polystyrene. Yes, the first one, very good. And then next is the closest thing to the polystyrene material is, if you answered it plastic, then you are correct. And the last thing, that we know that it's a poor insulator but a good conductor of heat. And I want you to pay attention to the word insulator and conductor. A good insulator is a bad conductor, while a poor insulator is a good conductor. So I want you to pay attention to the difference between them, guys. So as we said, a good insulator is a bad conductor, which is the polystyrene, followed by the plastic, and last but not least is of course the metal. Now let's take a look on your homework. This is the first page of your homework. Page 53. Choose the correct answer. You have just to choose the correct answer. It's multiple choice, very easy, nothing to worry. This is your second page of your homework. Also the rest of the page, just simple multiple choice. Some of them will need a little bit of thinking, but mostly they are very simple, and you will not find inshallah any difficulty answering them. We'll continue inshallah on Tuesday, and this homework too is due Tuesday. Next is going to be a video about how to record the reading on a lab thermometer. You're going to have fun watching it. I hope you're all doing great, guys. I miss you so much. I wish I can see you soon. Stay safe and bye bye.